Hi there, Trace Haskins, the Doodle Video Dude here. Hope you're having a fantastic day. A little while back I sent out a video asking you to ask me some questions about how you can make 2014 an awesome year for yourself. And so thank you if you were one of the ones who got back to me. Thank you for getting back to me and asking me some questions. So a lot of the questions that came through were kind of technical. They were like, how do I actually make money with doodle animation videos? How do I market my business? What software do I use? How creative do your clients expect you to be? A lot of questions came back with that. And then also, a little bit before that, I sent out a request for you guys to fill out a survey. And so a lot of the questions there were like, again, more to the technical stuff, like, what software do I use? How do I make these videos? How do I find clients and all that sort of stuff? So I've got a video series that answers all of that, and I'm going to include the link to that video series below this video, so check that out after you watch this. But really today I wanted to address what I feel is more of one of the core issues for a lot of people in any kind of business that you're running or just in life in general, is you need to believe that you can actually accomplish your goals. When I look back over the past 12 months in my personal life and in my business, that's the main thing that I've done for myself, is I've actually shifted my beliefs. I used to have a belief that said I can't make more than X amount of dollars per month, which is what I was making before. So I was making about $3,000 per month before at a job, and I've had several jobs in the past where I've made roughly about that amount, sometimes less, sometimes a little bit more. And so that kind of felt like my ceiling. I didn't really feel like I could, go above that. But what I decided to do, I made a conscious decision almost a year ago now, and it hasn't even been a year yet, to start getting mentored by people. So, I didn't have the money to go in person and get hands-on training from people. So I just started listening. I started by reading some books. I started by listening to some audio programs. So I can tell you specifically how I started. I started with The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. It was the first book in this kind of learning frenzy that I read. It was an awesome book. Really opened some doors for me in terms of disconnecting from all of life's expectations and all that sort of stuff. And then I started to get into learning by Paulo Coelho and The Alchemist. Really great book. I feel like I really connected with a lot of what he was saying. And he talks a lot in that book about going after your dreams and your goals and not giving up on them. So that was huge for me. And then I started, from there on, it was like crazy. And I started reading books from Brendon Burchard, and I started listening to audio programs from Bob Proctor and Tony Robbins and Jim Rohn. And so all of these wonderful people who have all this knowledge to share. And here's one key distinction, okay? This is what I'm going to recommend you do, because this is what I did less than a year ago, and it's been really amazing for me. Start listening to this stuff every single day, okay? I committed to myself to spend at least 30 to 60 minutes every day listening to an audio program or reading a book, okay? I did this consistently, especially in the first part of this year, every single day. And it didn't matter, if I had a bunch of dirty dishes to wash and I had a pile of work to do and I had to take care of the dogs and help take care of my wife and, do stuff around the house. And then again, of course, lots of work to do at the same time. I have found, looking at my past before this period, I had always postponed and always put off doing this personal development work on a daily basis. Yeah, I did a course here and there. Yeah, I read a book here and there, but I didn't make it a daily commitment. So this last year, I've made it a daily commitment to keep consuming these programs. And it's not like I went out and got 30 different books and 30 different programs and did all these things. I have a few. I have literally 3 different personal growth materials that I've been consuming over and over and over again for the last year. And you might think instinctively that sounds boring, it sounds repetitive. Well, it's definitely not boring, but it is repetitive, and the repetitive thing is okay. It's been huge for me. Let me give you an idea of how huge this was, okay? Before I started this, I was making around $3,000 per month working a job, okay? I liked the job, it was good, but it wasn't helping me meet all my financial goals, it wasn't helping me get out of debt, it wasn't helping me build a financial future for myself. And my daily level of happiness was also limited because A, I knew I wasn't living up to my full potential, and B, I just knew that I could do more and that I could serve a greater purpose in the world other than what I was doing. Okay, so it was huge for me to get out of that. So just to give you an idea, I had a couple of weeks this year. Now I'm just talking about isolated, 1 week periods. In 1 week, I made $30,000. Okay, I brought in $30,000 in sales, and in another week, I brought in $18,250 in sales. Okay, so, and those are just 2 weeks out of this last year. Okay, I don't always have huge weeks like that. I have smaller weeks, but I've had, as I've talked about before, $3,000 days, and so it's really hard to explain without actually going through this personal growth like yourself. But I just want you to know the single biggest thing that I did for myself this year is make that commitment to daily learning and daily relearning and listening to these wonderful training pieces over and over and over again, reading these wonderful books over and over and over again. And that's really the secret. I've been a graphic designer, website developer for years. I've been learning about marketing for years and copywriting and all these sorts of, hands-on skills. And it's limited my income. So here's what I'm trying to say. A lot of you guys are asking these questions, guys and girls, are asking these questions about, what computer do I need to have, and how creative do I have to be, and what software do I use? And it's like all of these, for lack of a better way to put it, lower level questions. But what I want you to start doing is asking the higher level questions. What is my life meaning? Why am I here on this planet? What is it that I could do every single day that would fire me up and make me want to go and just jump out of bed every single day? Those are the questions that are going to actually make you progress. And a big question that I have that's related to what I'm saying in this video is you need to ask yourself, am I willing to commit to learning every single day for 30 to 60 minutes every single day to bring my life, to bring my finances, to bring my career, to bring myself forward? Okay, that's the question that I asked myself at the beginning of this year, and it's been massive for me. Again, I went from making $3,000 per month to $3,000 in a day. I had several weeks where I did $30,000 or $18,000 in one single week. Okay, so this is huge things. Stop focusing on the little technical things, because that stuff will come. You will be pushed into knowing what you need to know once you get to that level. But for now, look inside. Ask yourself, do I believe that I can get outside of the income level that I have right now? Do I believe that I can live a greater lifestyle than I'm living right now? Start with those questions, because those are the questions that are really going to make a huge impact for you. I'd love to hear what you think about my opinion here on this and the transformation that I've experienced throughout the last year. And I'd love to hear if you are going to commit to what I'm asking you to commit to. So below this video, like I said, I have a couple of links to training that you can go through that will answer some of those deeper technical questions. But beyond that, below that, I have a comment section. I want you to comment here, and I want you to put out there in the world, you're committing to me and whoever else reads and looks at this thing, if you're committed to doing what you need to do over the next 12 months for yourself to learn every single day, to really get outside of those limiting beliefs and kind of like really transforming outside and into a better version of yourself. My business partner, Mike, I love that thing that he talks about a lot. He's a weight loss and self-esteem mentor, and he talks about becoming a better version of yourself. And so I want to know, are you committed to becoming a better version of yourself when it comes to what you believe you can accomplish for yourself in your life, what you believe you can do with yourself and your income, and relationships that you can make? You may think right now that it's impossible to find a client to make doodle videos for that would pay you $3,000 in a day to do them. Okay, so if you have that belief, then of course, yeah, you're never going to get one. But as soon as you shift that belief, and I'm so happy I've been able to help some of my students in my Doodle Video Dude course shift this belief. As soon as you shift that belief, it's really amazing. You shift that belief and everything changes. So I want to know, below this video, please comment, are you willing to commit to doing whatever you need to do to shift that belief and make things happen for yourself in the new year? The new year is right around the corner. I want you to start it off really powerfully. And so please commit below the video. Watch the other training links that I have below here, and be on the lookout for more videos from me soon, because I am going to mentor you as best I can. I'll continue sharing my experiences that I've experienced and gone through over the last year, and I just hope that you can benefit from it. All right, so be on the lookout for another video soon. Comment below this video, and I'll see you on the camera really soon. Bye-bye.